up with a line right here, which is basically the bag, and as it gets out here it turns almost straight back up. Then I'm going to come in under that, and there's going to be another line right here. It's going to come and stop and drop down just a little bit. There's going to be a line coming back like this. Okay, and then you're going to also have a line up here which is going to delineate his brow. Before I do that though, I'm going to take this number 7 and I'm going to round this brow off a little bit right in here. Now maybe I am. I'm just going to take it down like that. There's a lot of ways to do these brows, and I'm just going to do a simple one here. Okay. See how I just rounded that off? Just a little bit right here. As long as I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and do this other one. You can come right here and put a gap in there if you want to. Sometimes I do, but like I said, I'm going to do a simple one on this one. See, I just kind of rounded that off right there. Now, okay. Now, I'm going to pick up, and what this is that's my 1.5 millimeter U-gouge or veiner, and I'm going to take that little dude and I'm going to stick it right above his eyebrow. Now, anytime you do this, remember you got to cut downhill, so you end up starting at the center of the eye and go both ways. Don't try to cut it against the grain. And this is establishing, and cut it all the way out like that. See, that established the top of his eyebrow, that little socket in there. And now then underneath here, I'm going to do the same thing. Start at the center. I'm going to cut back actually to that line that we made coming across, like so. Not cutting real deep. And come right here. Let's very carefully stop it right there. And there's his bag under his eye. Now, I'm going to come back and take my small V tool, and in this case this is a micro V tool really. It's probably a 1 millimeter, 1/16 of an inch, and I'm going to get right in that bottom of that groove I made. Start at the center, cut it out like that, come back, turn it around, do the same thing on the other side here, like so. And you see that just accentuates and gives it a bigger shadow, like that. Now I'm going to do the same thing down here on this bag. Come in here, kind of clean that up in there a little bit maybe. And come right here, right back in under that eyebrow, and have to come back and do a little cleanup with my detail knife here. So, I'll get that in a minute. Hang on. Alright, then now I'm going to come out here and do these other lines. I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to come up and let that line die. Alright, then I'm going to drop right below that, and I'm going to come back to that eyelid right there. There we go. Now, I'm going to put a few little wrinkle lines here, and they just kind of go like that and kind of go off, and a couple crow's feet right out here. They don't have to be anything fancy. Let me just kind of go like this, and it's not straight, it's a little less curved situation right there. Put a couple crow's feet, turn it like that, turn it like this right here. Get one more in here, a couple more lines, and that's just adding some detail, adding some wrinkles. He's an old guy. Okay, now I'm going to come back, looking at here, and see you got a sharp line right there. I want to ease that line. It might be better to use my small number 7, and I'm just going to take that edge off right there. It helps if you're going with the grain. So Just take that sharp edge off there. Human flesh does not have sharp edges, okay? Like that. Alright, now there's his eye, there's his detail. A little bit of cleanup to do, which I'll probably do with my glasses off camera here in a minute. I'm not going to carve that other eye on camera. I'll let you do that off camera. But now I'm going to show you, I'm going to go ahead and do the eyebrow. And like I said, you can take a number 7, you can take a V gouge, you can come right here and just put you a little divot, for lack of a better word, and that kind of what it does, it just separates the eyebrows. Okay, something like that. And then you can actually take this, or once again, I'm just going to kind of follow that line right across there that made, and just leave me a little groove. I'm separating out this eyebrow right here. Come in there. There he is, something like that right there. You can do a little smoothing up and get rid of this sharp corner right here, round that up. Something like that. I'm going to go ahead and do this other side. And I'm just making that eyebrow raised up off his face a little bit. It's basically what I'm doing here. Kind of hard at this angle. And come down like this. Get to it a little better. Okay. Now, you can do this with a knife or whatever you want to, but I'm going to take my skew, in this case, if I can find it here. There it is. And I'm just going to ease that back and get rid of, you can see there's a line right here. And I just want to ease it back, kind of smooth that out, get rid of it. And also, it also helps you make that eyebrow stand up a little bit more. Alright, like that. I'll do the other one later. And I see a little sharp line right here. I want to ease that little sharp line. You can actually do it that way, or you can just kind of scrape it, kind of round that hard line up. And you got here again, for this part, you have to have a pretty small V-tool. In my case, I'm going to use this. And I'm actually going to just start right here. And these are going to be kind of arc shaped. Maybe I'm going to start right there. And if you can, you want to run them pretty close together. And as you go out, they're going to start laying down a little bit, like so. Like so. You'd like to get them a little closer than that, but with this basswood being like it is, I don't think I'm going to. Okay, now see, I want to turn around and I want to make sure that this comes all the way on that little raised area, like that. There we go. I just turned it around like this because I can see it better this way. Okay. And I'm just going to add a couple little eyebrows. There's his eyebrows. There's his eye. There's his eyebrow. Hang on a second. And there he is. He's a pretty good looking eye, and he's not far from being completed. We got a few more details to do, to talk about, and he's not far from being complete.